Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play with FFXI. Just a little bit of background, just getting right into it. I played Final Fantasy XI way back in the day. I'm not entirely sure how soon after launch I started playing. I would say, I don't know, probably close to 6 months to a year is probably a good estimate. One of my best friends is we're both very huge MMO fans. Started playing the game with him. Honestly, didn't get super far in the game. I kind of have the tendency to go pretty hardcore in games, and then all of a sudden not following through in the games. And that's kind of what I did. And he would always get the login info for my account and just continue progressing my account. So I never really got a full experience of the game because every time I would come back, I'd be so much more progressed than I was before. And obviously, I wasn't the one that was doing those progressions. So it's kind of exciting to think that I'm going to get that experience, although completely different than what the game was back whenever I played because of the quality of life updates and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, it's part of the reason why I'm coming back now, because I just feel like it's much more feasible for me to play the game now with time constraints of real life and stuff like that. It just makes it a little bit more difficult to play a game like Final Fantasy and the time sink that it requires. I'm gonna probably watch pretty much every cutscene that pertains to story and missions. Just because, again, I didn't really get that experience. So we'll get right into it with the first mission. A recruit, what do you want with this gatehouse? A mission, please. Not much work for those wet behind the ears, but... How about slaying orcish scouts? Only the yellowest of yearlings would run from that, and we've no work for cowards here. If you're to take the mission, I'll be happy to explain. Here's your mission. Orcish scouts roam outside, kill one, and bring me his axe as proof. You'll have to bring me an orcish axe. No other kind will do. Understand? That is all. You'll take the mission then? Bring me one of those axes and your mission will be a success. No running away now. We've a proud country to defend. Okay, so... accepted the first mission. I do have, a general idea of kind of the starting thing. Also, I'm going to be doing or following the quick start 1 to 119 guide. There might be some things that I don't follow exactly. I'm just kind of leaving it open to interpretation and how I want to go about playing the game this time around. Again, since I didn't really get the full experience the first time around. So if you're looking for someone that's going to play the game super efficiently, I'm probably not going to be that person. I'm going to be making a lot of mistakes. You're welcome to give me advice in the comments. I may or may not take it, but I do appreciate comments and suggestions and things of that nature. So when I first played the game, and just to give my background in MMOs, I almost always play mage. Whether that's a healer or a DPS. Can I... because I think... okay, so I can't do any of that yet. I was going to talk to that carpenter, because I think you can talk to all the crafting people for Eminence objectives, but... which I probably should have done that first, honestly. I should have went and done the first thing, but it's okay. So anyways, I've always played a mage, whether it's like a DD mage. Like Black Mage was the first character that I played on here. Part of the game when I would come back multiple times. I would come back and play this game, but I got really into Scholar. That probably was like my most what's the word? It's like probably the most consistent I played the game for the longest period of time when I had Scholar. Which, by the way, is a terrible mat fight. I don't know if they've dumbed down the mat fights or they still, for some jobs, or some of the jobs can be a little bit of a challenge or a little bit of RNG. But man, that took me so long to complete because it ended up being my first 75 when I came back at one point. But anyways, and I was also a Taru. I typically Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 11. Like, I'm always playing the little short characters. So I decided this time around to change it up kind of completely. Not only am I playing an Elven, which is the tallest character in the game, I am also going to do a melee job. Very few MMOs have I played a melee job, so it's going to be a new experience for me. I'm going to have to freaking learn skill chains and all of that type of stuff, which will be fun to, figure all that stuff out and really play the game semi-well. So that's kind of like my background. Again, not really made it too far, even in the 75 era. I mean, I did have a 75. I did do some in-game stuff, but I didn't do it, substantially to really know a lot about the game in general and how to do things. Like, I did play Horizon pretty hardcore, so I did get some of that experience, but obviously with that being set as the as close to 75 era as possible, it's a different game. Retail and Horizon and the 75 era and stuff like that. So it's still going to be pretty new. Like the missions, I will be a little bit more familiar with, just because those are pretty much the same. I'm sure that I can probably do most of them with my trusts, but that's probably the only difference, I would imagine. So again, not going to play probably the game super efficiently. I mean, I'm probably going to get sidetracked. I'm going to try to stay as close to my goals as possible. I don't know if I'm going to edit these. If I find that I'm just rambling on, I may edit them. I'm going to try to keep them as close to an hour and a half episodes. I do have a real life job. It does make me really busy at times, so if I have times where I can play 10 hours in a day, that'll give me some leeway in terms of episodes to push out when I physically can't play the game. I don't know how many I'm going to release per week and all of that fun stuff. It's just going to be kind of whenever I can. But again, kind of back to that efficient thing. I mean, I'm sure that there's an efficient route to get these home points and just unlock them kind of as you're going through certain places here. But I just like to go around and get those things and just have them. And it's just kind of how I like to do things. So I think, if I remember correctly, I talked to this Roladian guy. Now, these missions here, or quests, I'm gonna just fast forward through these because it's not necessarily super important to the storyline. It's just kind of unlocking the records of eminence and all that type of stuff. So Okay, so I decided to go thief first. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. Again, melee job. Never really done melee job, so it's something that is a little new to me. Um, and I also feel like, I remember the pain, and I don't know if it's still like this to a certain extent, but I remember the pain of getting items to drop and all of that type of stuff. I think the sub job items and stuff like that, I would assume that they adjusted those, or the quest is probably different now. Um, but yeah. So, gonna go Thief. I think I'm gonna take Thief to 30. And then whenever I do Thief to 30, I'm gonna go unlock Dancer. Okay, so I can do this. Heal, Vanquish, one enemy, the Alter Ego one, the Assist channel. I guess probably this. And the Chocobo. Oh, yeah, and that's the other thing, too. I saw that at level 20 is when you can get the Chocobo now, which is awesome. So I'm going to do all of these. I think these are the two that people said that you can't, because I think, yeah, 45 days or more. And then Ambuscade is like that in-game stuff, I think. Okay, vanquish multiple enemies, yes. Deal the 10 to 20, yes. Total damage, yes. Total... see, healing. Heal yourself. Probably not, since I'm melee. Weapon skills, probably. Okay, so does this count as... Oh, 500 and more HP at a time. Okay, I think it's beneficial to get all these, right? I would assume, because that's what's going to drop the most. Okay, now what to get for these? I feel like Bat Wings is good. Flintstone, Rabbit Hide. Is Honey one of them? I'm trying to remember the Zinc Ore is for the, whatchamacallits, for the, what are they? The worms. I think sheepskin. How much is that? How much does that give me? 29 out of 30. Okay, so I probably need to chill there. Now I don't even remember what I was talking about. But can I talk to this person? Okay. Oh yeah, I have to do 10 records of eminence. I remember this dude is like a... Yeah. So I think... I'm going to go back and talk to him real quick and just finish that. I don't know what's next on this little thing. But, anyways. Can't remember what I was talking about, but excited to play the game. Oh yeah, okay, so I have to eat the thing. Oh, I need to go to my Mog House because I did get the like collector's edition thing. So I need to get that. Which I think is close to Port Sandy. Mog House. So again, I'm going to try to keep these relatively short episodes, like an hour. Let's see. Which my playtime's not going to be accurate because, yeah, because I went in first and did a bunch of the like settings. Like you can see, I already have some windower add-ons and plugins and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and do this. Because I feel like that's going to take, shoot, 20 minutes by itself. Going through the settings, all of that. As you can see, I have some settings that that I changed. So, okay, Festive Moogle. I should have. Oh shoot. All right, sweet. So I'm gonna put this in my wardrobe. Equip these because they're freaking awesome early game. And then I also have a character that I created a while ago when I kind of first came back and tried Final Fantasy Retail. I mean, it's probably, I don't even know how long ago. Years ago. And got one of the gold passes. So I have the awesome a shod ring. I don't know. I don't know what. How do you pronounce that? I kind of wanted to just call it E-Chad ring because it kind of is pretty awesome, but. Alright, so we're going to get this, and then I believe the first order of business is to get wait a minute. Did it not? Okay. I was like, what in the world? So I guess the first order of business is to get level 5. I think you get level 5 and then I don't remember what that does, if I'm being honest. Oh, it starts letting you do the whatchamacallits, Unities, I think, right? Or Trust, not Unities, Trust Magic. Alright. Our first battle action, boys and girls. I got Signet. Let's go ahead and use the E-Chad ring. Okay, so one thing, so here's crazy, or here's the crazy thing, which again, I'm not like someone who's not someone who's played the game like since the launch of the game. I mean, I started playing the game early on in the inception of the game, but for the longest time, for this first mission, I thought that you had to do the mission, the first mission, by uh, by going to whatchamacallit, Gelsba. Always thought that. And then I learned that you can just attack Orcish fodders in the starting zone and get the Orcish axe. I was like, what? Oh yeah, and then the other part of this too is it gives me extra stats, these items that I have, and it also increases my skill gains too, which is awesome. So like this is gonna take literally nothing at all to get to level 5. I think my goals for the account is I want to rush, or not necessarily rush, but one of my main priorities is going to be the Rhapsodies of Vana'diel. So, kind of my overarching goals are get a class to level 99 as quickly as I can, right? And that being Thief, I think it'll allow me to farm and stuff like that, which would be good. And also too, like I want to rush anything that gives me XP bonuses, like the Rhapsodies of Vana'diel, right? And movement. So as soon as I hit level 20, I want to go unlock the mount, just because it makes the rest of the game easier. I want to again unlock Rhapsodies of Vana'diel things quickly. So those are kind of my two main goals at the very beginning of the game. Alright, so I just hit level 5. So we're going to go back in. Oh, I need to... Okay, so one thing I need to remember, I have these sparks or whatever. I need to use them for gear. So I'm going to do that. Oh, I think I might get a cutscene here. Or no. I don't remember. Yeah. So we'll watch this. Rhapsodies of Vana'diel, Final Fantasy XI Online. Alright, easy peasy. Okay, so do I talk to Exenmil now? Oh yeah. Okay, so kind of forgot what to do here. Probably should add that to my favorites. so let's talk to Roladian, I'm assuming, again? Yeah. Oh no. Okay, but I do need to get an instant warp every single time. And then I can start buying some equipment. Like the bronze knife I think is way better than the onion knife, if I remember. 205. Okay, so let's not do the level 1. I mean, I'm already level 5. Let's start like level 10. Or this is good. So I've never understood. I would assume that this one is better because it's slightly less delay and only 1 point less in damage, but maybe the slightly more delay and more damage is better. Well, let's do this. Let's get this one, the Basilard. Let's get a level 21 or the Poison Dagger. Let's get this one. 20. And 23? I mean, should I get it that close to each other with how quickly I gain levels? Yeah, I just don't know. Shade gear is probably what I should get for actual gear, but I don't really have enough to do all that yet. Okay, Alright, I gotta figure out what to do here. I kind of forgot. Crap, who do I talk to? Okay, I'm gonna have to look up my first thing. For the trust. One second. Okay, so I gotta talk to Gondabond in southern Sandoria, L6. Oh, yeah. Okay, I think I remember where he's at. He is by the Mock House. Okay, it's kind of remember that part. Did I not get... Oh, I guess I didn't get these home points. Alright, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get these home points. I mean, like I said, not going to be efficient, right? Just reinforcing that right now. Gosh, just this brings back so many memories. Like not just the first time I played and the music and the atmosphere and all that type of stuff, but even like playing Horizon when it first launched, like the amount of people that were in the starting areas and um, the amount of people doing these like first initial quests because like no one had money and stuff like that. It's kind of cool to think about. And man, like one thing I cannot wait for is to get level 99 and do the masteries. Wait, did I already do this one? Okay. Is to do the mastery levels. Like, it's just so cool to think that jobs just completely change after you get all of that type of stuff. It's going to be fun kind of exploring that and honestly seeing how much my mind changes. See how much I change my mind. And I'm excited to like, you know, just play like the retail version. Like, I mean, I know that there's like private servers for lots of games. And it's pretty common now. Just something about it sometimes it like kind of feels weird playing on a private server, especially for a game that is still going on, which is kind of crazy that Final Fantasy has been going for as long as it has. But I mean, that's just like the game and how influential it was. It's just so cool. Okay, so now what do I do? Oh yeah, now I go to talk to Exon Mill. Yeah, because I knew I needed to talk to him. He's like your first one that you get, I'm pretty sure. So. Alright, Mr. Exenmil, or Exenmile, Exenemil, I don't know how you say it. So many weird names in Final Fantasy, right? Alright, again, not gonna necessarily, like, I'll probably talk through these and not go over really the dialogue here. Let's be honest. The people that are watching these are probably people that are playing Final Fantasy XI right now. I know that's what I do. Whenever I'm playing the game, I'm literally like watching Final Fantasy XI Let's Plays, Final Fantasy XI streams, whatever. So after this, and I'm just gonna run through the getting all of the trust. Like obviously, I don't need like all of them, like right now, but I think this is counted as calling forth. Let's go ahead and do this one too, as calling forth the alter ego. So. Like I said, I'm going to go through and I'm just going to go through these little trust quests right now. Because I know that you can basically do them like pretty much all back to back. So I just have to summon them I get the next cipher, and then I can just go back and just keep repeating until I have all of those like starter trusts. So I got to talk to him again. Get the trust permit. Okay. Now, let's get the next alter ego. I gotta go to Godabond, or however you say it again, to get the actual cipher or trust. And I'll level up here actually, which is kind of crazy. Kind of feels like a modern MMO, huh? Because that's the crazy thing that people don't realize is in Final Fantasy XI, it's not like other MMOs where you gain XP by turning in quests. You gain the XP by the adventures that you go on through the quest, which is just something that doesn't happen anymore. So the records of eminence now, they have kind of made Final Fantasy a little bit of that. So again, this part's going to be, you know, a little boring just because I'm going to be going to the entrance. I'm going to summon the trust. Then I have to go back and just repeat that process. I think it's like 5 times or so. But this will also get me to that 10. It'll get me to that 10 cap. Or not the 10 cap, but like it'll allow me to get or finish 10 records of eminence quest, and then I can start the Unity ones. Which is important because Unity has a lot of good stuff in there in terms of teleports, travel. Again, if you guys remember, my goal, level 99 in a job, thief is what it'll be. And then anything that gives me more travel options and... No. Oh well, I guess that doesn't matter. That's one thing I still have to get used to, that like I can complete these things and then accept the quests. I was always so nervous that like, oh my gosh, I didn't get this quest first. So yeah, like I was saying, completing 10 of these, or doing this like I am doing it right now, will help me get that 10 records of eminence barrier complete, so that I can sign up for Unity and get that stuff going. Start using the teleports, because again, that's just a thing that I think is super important, at least for me, in terms of moving around the world of Vana'diel and making it easier. basically just this, rinse and repeat. I think there's 2 more. Of these. There's Tenzin that I just got. What's after Tenzin? This one actually might be the last one. And this will give me a good start. With the trust, I think I can summon 3 to start? 2 or 3? Which will be Valaneral. Probably Cornelia. I guess I'm pretty sure Cornelia is like a special event one. So I'll utilize her when I can. So Valane, Cornelia, and probably Tenzin, I think, is the start that I'm going to do. Which, if anyone knows, in the comments, are the trusts that you can buy from the Records of Eminence guy, which one of those are worth getting? If they are. Because, like, I know Gilgamesh is in there right now. I think he's, like, I want to say he's, like, a samurai, like Tenzin, but is he better than Tenzin? Like, what's the ones that I should be, like, targeting? That would be helpful. Because I know, like, right now I don't necessarily need a healer, because the content that I'm doing is, like, super easy. But I would assume that eventually I will need a healer, which I think is what people suggest early on, is that you need to get either a Pururu or Yorin Orin, because they're the healers. And I think there's another healer, like or support character down the line that people say that once you get to that point is when you switch, or like in game, I guess you switch to that one. But yeah, we're almost done with this, and then we'll get into the actual gameplay here. So I believe there's one more, yeah. So Joachim is the last one. And I think you would normally use him in, like, initially, because he's a bard. But I think because you have Cornelia available right now is because you have Cornelia right now, it's actually Cornelia's actually better than him. But when she goes away, I'm thinking that you have to use him. So I don't know how long she's here. Alright, so this is the last one. That I have to do. And then since I got that all for one quest, I think that means I've done the 10 records of eminence, which means I can start the Unity. So we'll go ahead and do that first, and then we'll go outside and start killing. This kind of sounds morbid, but yeah, so I think I'm going to do a Pururu. I believe in the past I've always done Urinorin. Why, sweetie, is that all for one you have set there? Again, this is actually kind of a funny dialogue here, but I'm gonna just switch, or I'm gonna skip through these. Again, not super important to the actual like storyline that I care about, so. Yeah, so a Pururu, that's who I'm getting. So I think it takes a decent amount of time to get I think no matter what you choose, she gets pissed off at you. But I think it takes a decent amount of time to get the Unity accolades to actually get the thing. But I know I can initially do like everybody does this little hello thing. What is this? Form a party. Vanquish multiple enemies. Okay. Beast with magic. And then there's crafting ones. Amorphs. Don't know what amorphs are. Aquans. Those are like clippers and stuff. Okay. Alright, there you go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get some gear. I think level 20 is probably where I should start. So should I get the trader stuff at level 20? Probably should. No, I shouldn't. Because I have the whatchamacallit. I need to wait till 30. So 30 gear is what I need to get. Yeah, so like the knocked stuff is what I need to get for sure. Because at level 30, I can't use the whatchamacallit anymore. So we'll go ahead and put that in our wardrobe. Oh yeah, I can go ahead and drop this. Okay, so I believe we are ready to go. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to target the orcs, because that is what will drop the orcish axe, which will give me the mission 1-1 completion. So we're gonna go to wide scan and all the orcish fodders is what we're going to go after. Oh, I need to do these too. Objective list, combat region, Westmore on Far. Alright, so he's down here somewhere. There he is. Man, it's just so funny. Like, I can't believe it took me that much to figure out that. Okay. We're at fodder this way. Which I guess I could probably, like, kill while I'm going that way. Oh, especially because, like, I can do, like, the rabbit hides and stuff like that. It's probably worth it. Yeah, see? Get some rabbit hide there. Okay, there's a grappler. Go ahead and kill him, but I think there's a fodder over here, wasn't there? God, dude, he's so OP, like, initially. Crazy, man. Here he is, fodder. So kind of my goal is like level 10-ish. So even if I get the fodder, or not the fodder, but even if I get the okay, that's the one that I just killed. But even if I get the axe, I'm gonna probably wait till I'm level 10 before I go back to town. Which, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna have to like do much because these levels go by so fast. And one thing I'm going to have to remind myself, even though it's not super important right now, but I'm going to have to remind myself to re-summon my trust, because the levels don't update automatically. Which I would love for them to fix that. I mean, I don't know what it actually takes to code that, and if they are doing it for a reason. I'm sure they are, but I mean, trusts have been out for a long time, so I would assume that if they were able to just update right away, they would have already coded it if it was something that they wanted to do. But it could be the way that they do have it coded is not... Maybe they just didn't account for those things. I don't know. Gosh, she's just so OP, dude. These levels go by so fast. Nowadays. there's another fodder. At this point, if I get the axe here, that'll be nice. And I didn't get it yet. Thus is Final Fantasy XI, right? You just never know how long something's gonna take. It's the great thing about this game, though. It's definitely not for the people that, which obviously the game is different now, but it's definitely not for people that want to go in and just like rush to 99 in a day, have everything completed. I mean, a lot of this stuff now, I would assume, is waiting for, like, the barrier is waiting for items to drop. I mean, that's always how it's been for Final Fantasy, so, or Final Fantasy 11. I mean, I'm sure that they've increased drop rates for a lot of things, but another fodder. And he just kills all of them. No, he doesn't kill all of them. The fodder's left. Because he wants me to kill him and get the axe. No. They just want me to level forever. I might just go into Gelsba at this point. There will be more fodders to fight. Dude, again, that's so crazy, like, with the ring, the Echad ring, and just the ease of things now is great. Definitely, again, makes the game more enjoyable for someone like me who is going to have limited time. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Alright, I feel it. This fodder is going to be the one. Can you steal an axe? I wonder if you can steal an axe. Okay. At this point, might as well just go into Gelsba. Not really avoiding it, but like, you know, might as well, right? At this point, since you're close, all that's going to be in there is orcs, and the axe should drop decently soon. And I think that these are higher level too, so alrighty. Where are you, fodders? Oh look, there's one right here, ready to drop the axe. I can feel it. This axe just does not want to drop. Okay, stop. So he can kill both of you. Good. There we go. There's the axe, and I'm level 13. Ooh, does that mean... Did I have a 13 dagger? I did. No, I didn't. 2018. I do have a 12. So we're going to equip this. No. Wait. Yeah, we need to put that back there. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, so dagger. And is the onion in there? Okay, it is in there. Okay, so now let's just use the warp. Can complete this mission. Oh, I haven't set a home point yet. That is actually hilarious. Okay, so I need to do that. Gonna go ahead and go to this home point over here and set the home point at the entrance probably. Hold on, what is this? Chat manual, interesting. Okay, so entrance, add to favorites. And then teleport. All right, here we go. So, go to the guard here and complete the mission. Oh, I have to trade. Boom, 600 or 900 sparks of eminence. Oh, you're back. Well, if you're so happy you defeated an orc or two, you have a long way ahead of you. For once I knew I'd be, Lord Knight, forgive this interruption, but there's something I must ask of you. Question whether Queen Leut truly passed away 15 years. Passed away 15 years past. Tell me, of what cause did she die? Who are you and why do you pry with such inquiries? Please, I travel from afar to see Her Highness. You've what? Very well, listen closely. 15 years ago, Queen L fell to a rare sickness. She left this world before we could save her. Ah, so an illness claimed her life. Well, it's none of your concern at any rate. Even if she lived, an adventurer like you could never see her, much less the inside of Chateau. What was the name of her illness? We are not told such things, only the royal family would know. Is that so? Well, I thank you for your kindness, proud knight of Sandoria. Hey, wait. What was the matter with that adventurer? He was awfully stubborn, wasn't he? He seemed to know the late queen personally, but how could he not be aware of her death? At any rate, your work is done. Excellent form, my friend. Alright, so the first one is done. I think... Oh yeah, so it already... So I can go to the objective list now. Yep, and then do rank 2. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there for the first episode. I'm going to try to upload as often as possible, but I appreciate you guys checking it out. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more. Peace.